my friend and friend of the Infinity Idiots, Mr. Sir Dave Taylor himself, who I've got a bit of a man crush on, I'll be honest with you, because he's so bloody awesome.
We are both swooning.
Yeah, as fans of the Dark Age game by Cool Mini,
It's still alive in our hearts.
Yeah, it's still alive. Anyway, let's not go on about
that. No, you digress.
He basically sent us a free copy of the Armies, Legions and Hordes by Dave Taylor Miniatures. He basically saw a comment on the old Book of Face with me going, oh bloody hell, I missed the Kickstarter of this one.
Just Dan crying a little bit.
Dan crying a little bit, and he went, Dan, I'll send you a book to review.
What a nice guy.
What a nice guy, and he is a nice guy. So Chris has had a bit of a read of this. I've had a bit of a read and looked at the pictures as well.
Dan looked at the pictures.
And we're just going to have a bit of a talk about what we think about this book.
Okay, here we go. So the first thing I like, it's got a nice sturdy cover. I like this. Okay, it's going to preserve it. Okay.
It does feel nice.
It does feel good, doesn't it?
A nice marble effect looking at it.
Yeah, I like it.
Made to last.
Made to last.
Beautiful.
Okay, so the front cover is really nice. The front cover, I think, really sets the scene for the rest of the book. It's epic, grand. You've got all the background. It looks cool. What I really like is...
Chris went, oh, I've never seen those Imperial Guards
before. Where are they?
They're Bretonnians!
We'll be talking about that. There's actually some other pictures where they talk about it. It is, it's really, really nice. It does this quite a lot, and it is very, very nice. So, anyway, let's have a little look inside. Right, so something I've certainly found with my armies, as the boxes of goblins and Saurus warriors over the years will show, is that I certainly struggle to paint an entire army. It's got better now with the smaller scale sort of skirmish games that we do. But I really like this part here where you get, this is know thyself. I thought this was a really nice...
Is that like know thy limits?
When to say no and seek help. I really like the idea that you decide what you like about the game, and that helps motivate you with regards to to
instead of like painting for the rules, painting for stuff that you think looks cool. Basically.
Yeah. Are you a gamer? Do you enjoy the painting? Do you enjoy the collecting or the background? What gets you into the game? So I thought that was a nice little sort of start to the whole thing. Okay, so
I love this, Chris.
Yeah.
It's a proper sense of wonder.
It is. It is a nice sense of wonder, Dan. You painted a picture there with your words.
I love it.
Okay. This links to the front cover, and I really like this. It reminds me of the first time when you went walking past, well, for me it was Games Workshop with the game saw, and you saw
the window.
You looked in the window, yeah, and you go, oh, that looks good.
I'll never be able to paint that good, but then you went in and bought a load of stuff.
That's it, thinking, yeah, I can do that. And I still remember my first forest dragon, which I bought because I was like, yeah, I've seen that model, I can do that. And that's what I like about the book. It brings that sense of fun, that sense of wonder back into it. I just, I love the fact that we have got Bretonians here with flamethrowers. What's not to like?
The peasant models. I presume they are the Bretonians. They look like Bretonians.
It is the men at arms. You're absolutely right.
It is the men at arms.
And it's just really nice, and he does this throughout the book. I'll point out a couple more times.
I quite like the fact that, and I'm talking over Chris.
No.
I like the fact that if you actually read through, it's actually named some of the models. So actually some of the models, like the little troop soldiers, actually have names in the squads.
Well, I mean, the other thing when he does name the parts as well, it would allow you to sort of recreate these as well, which again is something I always try to do. When I was younger, I saw some of these conversions. I mean, look at it, they've got horses in 40k. Sorry, I know I am going on about this Bretonian 40k army, but it's just nice. Oh, this was quite funny. So, I like the fact that he's made a little counter of a dead person with a dice. This is something I think we could definitely do.
Yeah.
And so this is the money shot.
Oh, is that the Arsenal terrain? I looked at buying this.
Did you?
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
Look at that.
So it sets the scene. I mean, me and Dan love Dark Age.
He's even got the wife on the picture.
He's got Lynette there as well. Oh, people and the dogs. But I look at this and I want to play Dark Age again. It's great. And me and Dan are actually having a go at trying to make scenery which is specific to the games we're playing.
Well, to me, the scenery makes the game.
It does, yeah. It definitely enhances it, and he talks about how it is important to get the scenery right. Doing scenery can be time consuming, but it really does help. I mean, if you have a look there on here, he talks about matching the scenery to your models, and again, that's something me and Dan are doing more and more.
Bases for the win, always.
Yeah. It was definitely something I used to neglect when I first started playing, and now I really am focusing on the bases.
It just creates that sense of wonder that it's like, you look at the model and you go, everybody can paint the models, but the bases are what makes it look different. That's just my opinion.
And I think people always, quite often, will overlook the bases. So it's nice, and then you get the bases, you get the scenery, you get the models, and it's the complete sort of package. I'm not going to lie though.
Mongo, look at Mongo.
I know, look at Mongo. And I've got a little sad face there for Dag, I know. I love the fact that he's included the Immortal winners, so all these models here were produced with the tournament prize, so you got to choose.
One of the reasons why I used to play that game was because if you managed to win that one tournament, you get immortalised.
Me and Dan would have loved it. I mean, there would have been some pretty funny models if we'd have won. Really? You want that? I don't know if we can get away with that. Come on, you can just use your imagination. Holding that and doing what?
Pattern.
Look at Mongo though.
Mongo was
He does, it looks like it's the old Rays as well, and I do love Rays. So this is funny though, because it's all about getting those large forces. One day I will knuckle down and I will paint my 200 goblins. That's probably me being conservative, there's probably a lot more, but it's nice.
I mean, it's actually picked quite a good one, which was the bolt action really. Because, I painted the British Paraforce with their true camo, and it must have took me about 6 months to do, and it was horrendous. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
This is the money shot.
This is the money shot. We thought the earlier part was the money shot. No, this is
the money shot. Well, this is a very expensive money shot.
Do you want to see? You might not get how big this is, but let me show you on the next page. Look, it's standing on a tank.
It is standing on a tank. I don't know if a lot of people follow Dave Taylor's YouTube channel. And you can actually see him do various episodes of how he built this stage by stage, and you see him do all this stuff and how he actually had to glue it together with laggy bands and stuff like that. Cool, good.
This is what I really enjoy about the book, because sometimes when you see models and you see artwork, you just can't even think, right, how on earth would I even do that?
Where'd you start?
Yeah, exactly. But the book contains a lot of, the behind the scenes sorts of thing, and you can see, oh, it's just that bit stuck to that bit, I get it now, oh, I can have a go at that. But this was great. I mean, look at the little bunkers, look at the little people, and then inside you can see this guy's on the toilet. Oh no, he's not, so he's controlling the Titan.
But you know what I quite liked as well? I mean, I know you can't, if you actually look at some of the armies that he's done in the book, the actual Chaos cultist models are actually another army he owns.
Oh right, okay.
So he's actually made an army versus these. Does that make sense?
It does. It was a bit like when you used to collect some of the lizardmen and stick their heads on paws when you used to wood elves. Yeah, that's it.
All the time.
Mind games.
Mind games.
I don't know what this game is, but it looks good. I don't know if it's actually a proper game or if he's just taking models to convert it. It reminds me very much of Mad Max, and he actually talks about that, and it does look pretty cool. I'm liking the homunculus guy there. I know. I know. So I think everybody at one point has always, it's so shiny I can't even stop the paper from reflecting it. There we go. Oh no, did you hear that? It broke
it's my fingers.
But I think at one point everybody wants that complete army, just with the theme running out, it just looks glorious.
I think was this a commission painting?
It was, yeah. He talks about it.
I remember seeing it on his Instagram.
But I really like just seeing, I really wanted this theme. I don't know if I just get sick of painting the same colour throughout though, but the finished product is really nice. It shows you as well. So this shows you, it's a really nice example of airbrushing, and this is something that me and Dan both want to have a go at, isn't it, Dan? Just trying airbrush. I reckon we would probably just ruin some very expensive models to begin with.
I usually airbrush with a can of spray paint, Chris.
Yeah, that's just a poor man's airbrush.
Airbrush with spray.
And for those people who like a bit of fantasy, a themed army.
Old school.
And I love this little guy here, the little converted sort of plague person. I think it's good. But you see this throughout where he shows you all the different ways
how he's
that's been converted. And it just makes a nice themed army. I really like it. These guys. Again, making scenery.
It's nice because he does stuff in such a way that the problem with a lot of the armies is you make stuff and it gets repetitive because everybody's got that, everybody's got this.
Yep. He just keeps on mixing it up.
Yeah.
And it's the mix, and he shows you later on. So I really like the way he's blending 40k with fantasy. So you got the fantasy wizard there, and you got the ghost there. I think it's really. I don't think I did this enough when I was playing fantasy in 40k, but I think it would be something I'd like to have a go at. And then the final part I think is really nice because I don't play many games which are based on history, and I never have to be historically accurate. But it is nice what he talks about, for example, here at Wellbeing. But he talks about how he goes back and researches all the things to make sure he gets the colours right. That's a nice little touch. I do that a little bit, rebasing your army and making it.
Important bit.
Yep. Look at that. And it's nice. I often see bases and I don't know how they're doing, but it's getting more and more common now to be able to find on the internet how you can create that stone effect or that sand effect. Overall, if you want a nice read where you look into and really get behind the scenes in the hobby, find out how things are done, you can see some of the original models he painted, and it's nice to see where someone started and how they've progressed in 20 years. And it's good because you see a lot of these models and you think, oh, they must have just been painting like that since forever. And it's nice, it just shows you that anybody with a bit of practice can do things. So I'd recommend having a look through this book. I think it's a lot of fun. It brings back a lot of nostalgia. It's a bit like listening to a song you haven't listened to in a long time. It brings back all those sort of warm fuzzy feelings.
I like it's like remember getting like the old White Dwarf catalogues.
That's it.
And you were looking through them going, oh, that's really good. Oh, I remember that. Or like you look at stuff that you want to have, and for me, it's like you see the work he's done over the years.
That's it,
And it's not just a case of the new modern armies. You actually see his stuff he's done. Even like it talks about in the book at one point about how his paintings gone from like, well, this is what it used to look like, but this is how I've grown with the book.
So it's definitely worth a look at. Definitely worth a buy. A lot of fun.
As I say, without obviously he's sent us this book just to review. It's probably worthwhile giving it a bit of a plug so people actually know where they can get their own copy from.
Where can they get their copy from?
Well, from what I understand,